What's up, guys? If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Also, please smash that like button on the video and enjoy the show. Doing that.
Yeah. Oh my God. Speaking of that, on the west side of Oahu in Hawaii, there is
you did a video there.
Homeless encampment or house. They like to be called houseless. They think it's more respectful because like this is my home.
What about the unhoused? Is that?
Yeah, I don't buy into all the semantics like that. It just seems like you're policing my speech too much. But it's called
It's like the fifth or sixth one unless you just go down. Down.
One down, one on the left.
Right there.
It's like Pu'uona.
From the lush mountaintops to the crystal
I give it the rundown
beaches,
before.
Oh yeah. Pause it.
Yeah, so it's a homeless encampment on the west side of Oahu, and over 200 people live there, over half of which work full time just to provide resources for the community. And there's about 30 or 40 children that live there that go to school. They have a pantry where the people of the community provide food so people can go eat there. They have school supplies. They have clothes for people that need it, and anyone can go and live there in Hawaii. And it's ran by a matriarch named Twinkle Borge, who's been living there for over 25 years. And she could have left years ago, but she just wants to stay there and care for the people because the average house in Hawaii is 1.15 million.
Oh yeah.
So let's say you were born in Hawaii and you don't want to leave. What are you going to? You have to leave unless you're rich. You have to leave.
Now there are worse places to be homeless, though.
It's great, and the reason I brought these people up is because they're all so happy.
Yeah,
they were all so happy, and I had such a good time with them. And I was like, "Dang, this is like really makes you rethink your perspective on homelessness because you think bums, you think losers. These people work full time,
right,
just to provide for their community, just to live in a tent. Because, I mean, man, if you're making,
but it's a community.
It's a community, and they stick together, and they got funding, and they are building a tiny home village right next to where this community is.
All right, so I want to see this. This is different. I want to see this.
Everyone views Hawaii as a land of paradise. But for many residents of the island, things are getting dark. Hawaii has the third highest rate of homelessness in America, and it appears things are only getting worse. For years, property costs have been skyrocketing in Hawaii. And on the island of Oahu, where our episode takes place today, the median cost of a single-family home rose from $789,000 to $1.15 million in the last 3 years.
3 years.
All homes sold in 2021 were purchased by people who don't even live on the island, and they routinely bid well above the listing price without ever seeing the property in person.
Bunch of billionaires building bunkers.
Population declining every year for the past 5 years. But for those who don't want to leave their homeland, how do you survive? Well, for many, homelessness is the only option. This is the Waianae Boat Harbor in Hawaii. Over 200 people live in this makeshift village, including nearly 50 children. And over half of the people that live here work full-time just to provide resources for the rest of the residents. I visited this tropical encampment on the west side of Oahu to experience Hawaii's housing crisis firsthand.
I love your graphics, dude.
Shout out to Tristius and Alex Sosa.
All right, so I'm here with
Twinkle Borge, leader of Po'onua Waianae.
Oh, this is her.
Encampment.
This is one of the largest homeless encampment that is located on the leeward side of Oahu.
Twinkle Borge came to the Waianae Boat Harbor in 2003 after having lost her home. And after years of living here, she began to be known as the leader of the area. She made it her mission to turn the village into a refuge where people could heal from financial disaster, addiction, depression, and any other health problem. She has built it up into what could possibly be the best example of a community-run houseless village. And like any good community, there are rules.
No stealing, respect your neighbors, no noise after 10, security comes on at 10. Each person do have their own fire extinguishers. We do have our own safety systems here.
The rules come with a 3-strike policy, and if anyone is found to have violated them 3 times, they are evicted from the community permanently. It's important to maintain a safe and peaceful environment, especially for the children that live there.
I remember when this place only had 7 people. Now I have 175. Yeah, with that 175, I also have kids from newborn to 17.
Have you guys?
Wish, what would it be?
Yeah, pause that, Wesley.
Have you guys ever heard of anything like that?
No.
It's fascinating, right? Like,
we're going to talk about this. This is really
this is one of my mom and dad's favorite episodes I've ever done.
Yeah, I have not seen this video, but when we're off camera, I'm definitely going to be watching this entire thing, but I want to see a little bit more.
Everybody to be on home, especially the kids. I will do anything and whatever I need to do to make sure these kids are well taken care of.
The growing children of the village have unlimited access to the community pantry, as well as the donation tent. They have a storage area for books, a clothing area organized by size, and the pantry has its own food, dishes, hygiene items, and set of rules. No stealing, no selling of any donations. Residents are allowed to come in once a week. If anyone is caught selling any donations, they will be banned for good. Always appreciate everything you have. Pretty good rules right there. Are these donation bags that are being made?
Yeah, these are actually hygiene bags.
Hygiene bags.
Wait, you got toothbrush, toothpaste, toilet paper, mask, COVID test, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, pretty much everything you need.
What do you think the biggest misconception about homelessness in Hawaii is?
People don't understand us. They automatically judge you because of how you live. And that's wrong. There are some that, choose to be that way, but there are others that actually are working hard and try to make ends meet and still can't do it.
Next, we got an inside look into Twinkle's
All right, let's
home,
pause
as
it.
well as their
People, you're
back-
going to have to go watch the full video on the channel. What was your takeaway from this? After you left there, did you view this as a problem or an actual interesting solution? Or neither?
I think this is the most viable solution to homelessness that I've ever encountered. Not necessarily the tent situation that they have set up. That is like very good, but they have funding now to actually have a tiny home village. Can you scroll to the end of the video? I think there's like a graphic that shows. I promoted their GoFundMe. But yeah.
The link to their GoFundMe. Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So they've acquired however many acres of land, and they are going to actually build like cheap, affordable homes for all these people to continue this community that they've built up. Now just, in better homes. And I don't know if that's possible all around America, because this seems like a bit of a rare thing. Like, I think Twinkle's an incredible person that set this up, but I mean, seems like one of the best solutions that I've came across. I know they've tried to set up tiny home communities in California, and like the governments came and like bulldozed them. I've heard of that happening.
The interesting part about this is that there's some sort of monoculture there, right? Because these are native Hawaiians, and I'm really there. I have a lot of thoughts on this. This is really fascinating. And also, when I see a video like this is how I don't understand how you don't have like 5-6 million subs already. This is incredible work. But these people are a community, meaning, we throw that word around, but they look out for the well-being of each other. If they are all not well, nobody's well, in a way, and you get kicked out if you're someone holding that back. Meaning there's standards, right? Part of the problem, and I'm not ripping homeless people around America doing this, but I'm saying like a general part of our society is we've created, in my opinion, a little bit of an island society where people are, of course, looking out for yourself, which is what human beings have done throughout history, but they're also then not looking out for anyone else. We have taken away standards in parts of society. Just do whatever the fuck you want. No one will hate on you because, don't make fun of them. That's mean.
Yeah.
Right? These guys, they're like, listen, we're setting up a community with a clear goal in mind too. If we run this community well and build our tribe well, hold that thought for a second, build our tribe well, we're going to improve our way of living to a point where technically we're also not homeless anymore and we have a real community. You ever read the book Tribe by Sebastian Junger?
No, I should. I haven't.
It's fucking good, and it's easy. It's like it's a quick read, but I don't know if he thought this, but I could tell you my takeaway from it. He writes about human beings existing in tribes like throughout history and what it is. But I actually saw like a blend of the actual supposedly good parts of radical libertarianism and radical socialism, to where, the tribes that he wrote about throughout time would all want individual success in what they did for the collective goal of everyone else. The problem is, once a tribe gets above a certain size, mathematically speaking, it becomes impossible to not fall into one of those two lanes the wrong way. But I look at this. How many people did you say approximately live in that? 175?
Yeah, 175 to 220 ranges.
Okay. So I might start to get worried if it got up to like 1,000 or something like that. There is like a mathematical number that's been studied before. I forget what it is. Yeah. But like in this kind of size with that kind of, again, tribe, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool. And I haven't seen anything like it, and I'm sure there are maybe other instances like it, but I would love to learn about it. And yeah, like having affordable housing is so important. And obviously, I don't 100% know if what I'm about to say is dumb or not, but like it seems like things like Section 8 housing are these housing things that you have to make a certain amount of money to get into. They almost decentivize you to make more money because right. So if I don't have to pay $200 a month for rent because I live in Section 8 housing and I get food stamps, then if I do make more money and I get a raise in my job and I'm making $50,000 a year now I just lost my food stamps and I just lost my affordable housing. So I might even be making less money than I would be if I had stayed poor. So, and I don't have the answer or the solution, but it's just a really interesting thing that I think about sometimes. It's like I feel like there should be affordable housing somewhere that you don't have to make a certain amount of money to afford. And that might be dumb. You get what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
It's like the same thing with the welfare system. It's like the welfare system was like, oh yeah, if you're a single parent, and I know I get why they did it, but it's like if you're a single parent, the ancillary effect is now incentivizing people to get divorced or to not be married or to have more kids so you get more money. And I'm sure that's not why they made it that way, but that is what's happening. And it's just really interesting to think about. God, I wish I was smarter.
Me too, man. I mean, but these are those situations where I also never have an answer for you because it's like I don't want to be a society that says, yo, fuck everyone else. You know, if someone legitimately has a problem, too bad, that's their problem. But I also don't want to be one that sets up the opium drug of everything has a solution to it so that you just, you know, in that case, go to daddy government for absolutely everything in your life and then get stuck on that. Right? Because then you keep getting that opportunity. It's very hard in large groups for a bunch of individuals to, on a larger scale than not, decide, I'm going to get off this. I'm going to stop this. And I don't mean to play to the worst angels of human nature, but statistically speaking, that is what it is. And like you see it up close where you see some of these communities where that's kind of what happened. And now it's a generational cycle.
Yeah, and I think one of the benefits of my content is, you know, I get to offer perspective, shine a light on things, and humanize people, right? People can insult me all they want, saying, well, you don't have a solution, you're just monetizing off them, you're doing this, you're doing that. But everyone that's criticizing me, they don't have a solution either, and they're not doing anything either. So I feel like at least offering perspective is good. And I am hungry for answers, and I would love to have conversations with anyone that wants to have a conversation about it. But if you really think about what you value in life and what matters, like community has got to be like one of the most important things. If I gave you a $1 billion but isolated you in your life, would you be happy?
No.
If I gave you a great community and, you know, $100,000 or $50,000 a year, you'd probably be a lot more happy.
Yes.
To me, like, that's why I bought a home right by my mom, you know? That's why I want to stay around my family, people I trust, because community is everything. I could easily, with my channel, be like, oh, yeah, I'm moving to LA and I'm going to do everything I can. I'm David Dobrik. But, man, I would give up my YouTube channel tomorrow if it meant I could stay around my mom and my dad and my brother.
That's awesome, man. Thank you for watching the video, guys. If you haven't already subscribed, please smash that subscribe button and check out this clip's full podcast episode by clicking here or in the description below.